thought I would do a little vlog because I haven't done one in absolutely ages. It's been a while, hasn't it? I thought I'd just come on and have a little chit chat about what I've been up to. So yeah, we've just had Christmas, that was lovely, and I've picked up a few new hobbies since then. Like, I have time to do them, but I have. So what happened is, about a year ago, I'd like to say, it's probably a bit longer, my girls were gifted a latch hook set from a family member. Lovely Immy, we love her so much. But she gifted them a latch hook set and it's just sat in the cupboard. And then over Christmas, my daughter kept appearing. I'll get it right here. It's this one right here from Hobbycraft. Like literally appearing around every wall like, Mummy, can we do it? And I was like, yeah, in a bit, because I didn't really know how to do it, and I was like, oh, I've got to start a brand new craft, I've kind of got to get my head into it. And then finally I thought, right, let's have a look. She took the dog out for a walk, all the kids went. I thought, I've got a bit of time just to sit there on my own, just see what it is I've got to do. But it turns out it's really, really easy. It's literally like adding fringe or tassels to a project, which I've got to be honest, that kind of annoys me a bit. When I love fringe and tassels, but the process of doing it and the thought of doing it, I'm always like, oh, I've got to add the tassels now. So I don't know why I became a little bit obsessed with the old latch hook. Now, I haven't done too much of it, but like, you got all your pre-cut yarn and stuff. This isn't a review, by the way. This isn't like a paid review or nothing like that. I'm just showing you what come in her set. So she's got like little bits of yarn and stuff. As soon as I see yarn, I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be dangerous. This could be very dangerous. Now, I've literally hardly done any of this at all. I told myself I was going to do like a row or so a day, and I haven't. But where are we? I've got a bit of grass going on. So you basically just get a strand. Let me get one out here. And then where's my latch hook as well? I've got a chart that I'm following. I lost the latch hook. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Oh, it's right at the bottom. So I'm following a little colour chart, which is that. I'm following along with that. I can't find the hook. Are you kidding? Where's the hook gone? It's not in there, is it? It's not in there. Lost the hook. That's great, isn't it? Do you know what? It doesn't matter, because anyway, I did get myself one. Where is it? It's here. I did order myself one. I've not took it out of the packet yet, but I was like, this could be fun. Like, I should do hers first, and then I bought this, because I do like to just get ahead of myself all the time. I don't even know what you call it, but it's like a mat to do your latch hooking on. I'm pretty certain it was called like a mesh mat, actually. So I got myself a decent hook, which is good because the other one's gone from the kit, so I can't show you what I was going to do. And I got this because I thought, how amazing would that be to just do a scrap one, like of anything, whatever. I'm not going to use the whole thing and do a rug because that's just too much to take on, I think. But I could totally just do a little square or something, have a play about, and stick it on the craft room wall and just use up my scrap yarn. It's right here, my scrap yarn is. It's insane. I can't even close the lid on my DK tub, so I need to put a big dent in my scrap yarn. But I do need to finish hers first. But I haven't touched it for about 3 or 4 weeks. But basically, right, my daughter and me, I took her to go get her hair cut before school, and it was nice to spend some one-on-one time with her because I have 4 kids and it's nice just to do a bit of one-on-one time with each one. She had some money left over from her birthday and she was like, can we go to Hobbycraft on the way home? Because she's just like me, she loves creating, really good at drawing. I was like, yeah, absolutely. And because I'd just been doing this, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to have a look to see if I can get the latch hook and the mesh mat from there. Well, I couldn't find anything except for kits. But when I was there, I saw this, Dum, dum, dum. Punch needle kit. Now, I've been admiring people doing punch needle over on TikTok for ages. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to treat myself. And I'm going to get this and see what it's like. So exciting stuff. So I got it, brought it home, hadn't even read the back. And then I realised that it doesn't come with a frame. And every time I've watched punch needle on TikTok, everybody's always had it really taut on a frame and then they're able to punch it through. So I was like, well, how do I do it without a frame? Get on Google, because I literally Google absolutely everything all the time. Google helps me to live my life, literally. It gives me all the answers. How did we survive without Google? I will never know. But that said on there that you can do it without a frame, but it is going to be much, much harder. And you might not be able to get consistent stitches when you do it. And I thought, well, I'm a newbie, like, I need a frame. So I've been trying to find a frame to fit this, but like the design on the cloth is really close to the edge. And sorry, Hobbycraft, but you let me down with this. I'm a little bit gutted because it was £17, no frame. I can't find a frame to fit it. So that was a little bit annoying. So yeah, not quite happy with that. Sorry, Hobbycraft. So then I went on Amazon. Gotta love Amazon. You get everything from Amazon. And I bought my first kit. It included a frame. I would show you the frame, but it's actually got something else in it. I'll show you that in a bit. Don't even laugh at this, because this is horrific. But it's fine. I love it. It's actually behind me. It's a Halloween one. Let me go get it. So I know with punch needle, traditionally, you would have the loopy stitches as the front. So what you're working into is this. This is what I've got, right? It's a cat. It's got all the flat stitches at the front. So when I'm punching through, these are all the stitches that I can see. And apparently the back, where the loops come out, is meant to be the front. But this pattern that I got, this design, called for the flat stitches to be the front. So then when it came to finishing it, I then had loads of loopy stitches on the back. It made it really thick. I glued it, I felted it, I put a bit of felt around it. Well, excuse my dodgy heart where I've put my little tassel thing on to hang it up. But you could still see all of the monk's cloth. You could still see the white of it. So I found a ribbon and put that around it, and it looks so bad. But you can't see it. But yeah, it looks so bad. It looks so shoddy. Do you know what? It's got pride of place on my wall, because you've got to start somewhere. First one ever. You've got to start somewhere. So for the next one, I decided that I would go rogue, but I would make my back stitches as the front, like how it's traditionally supposed to be. Although saying that, on TikTok again, and I keep referencing TikTok, but that's just all I've been looking at on there, is the tutorials. People use a mixture, a combination of flat stitches and loopy stitches. But anyway, I thought I would try doing the loopy side. Let me just come in my little folder, because I'm absolutely terrible at drawing. Where's my little bag? Hang on, I've got a bag somewhere with all my latch hook goodies. Not latch hook, I mean punch needle. It's literally right in front of me as well. So I bought some monk's cloth so I could then reuse my frame that I got for the pumpkin one and the cat one. And then get my own design. Now, I am terrible at drawing. I'm alright drawing if I'm copying a picture, but doing it on my own, yeah, I've not really had art lessons, so I'm a little bit rubbish. But I do have a subscription to Adobe Stock, because I use that when I do my videos like I'm doing now. You see the intro and the music, everything is licensed through my Adobe Stock subscription, and there are millions of images that I can license as well. So I was like, got a bit addicted on that. I can't undo my thing. Why is this happening to me? I had loads of fun searching loads of images, used up all my assets. I had about 90 assets because they just built up and up and up over time. I just rinsed them all by mistake. But like getting images, licensing images. But it was fun. It's okay, I enjoyed it. I printed a couple off, but I do love like skulls and alternative things. I do, that's just how I grew up. Like my mum liked it all, and it had an impact on me as well. So I made my own template, and I did this. I've licensed this image, but if I want to sell it as a wall hanging, or if I started to do a punch needle kit, for example, not saying that I am right now because I'm still new, but further down the line, I could then get an extended license for this, and then I could use it in my punch needle kit. But just for now, it's for personal use. So yeah, I did this and I thought, I wonder what it'll be like with the loopy side, the right side. It's literally appalling. It's so bad, it came out so bad. Such a mess. I'm like, this is really hard actually. But as I was making it, I loved the flat side because it was showing off all the detail. Don't even laugh. Do you know, we've all got to start somewhere. So, like, what happened? It's a mess. I had loops. Like what's that? There's a black bit there, away from everything else. Like, that's not meant to be there. I tried really hard after I'd finished to get my tweezers out and try and get the loops back into position, because some of them can get a bit entangled in other loops and stuff. Couldn't do it. It was just like crazy. But look at how the backing went on. The backing went on lovely because I had the flat side. But me being undeterred, because I knew I was really, really enjoying the process, I was like, right, I'm going to make this again, but I'm going to have the flat stitches as the detail because it showed it off lovely, and I'm going to make the hair the loopy side. So put the loops, so let me show you how it turned out. Look at that! Look at that! So I don't know if you can see very well, but look, he's got 3D hair because I made the loopy bits his hair, and all the rest I kept flat. And I'm like, do you know what? That's how I'm going to do it for now. I'm going to do it like that. So I am absolutely ecstatic with how he's come out. And I can't wait to make more and get them up on the craft room wall. I've ordered some circular frames from Etsy. So I've got some circular frames coming. So hopefully when I finish it, it won't look as dodgy as the one on the wall. But even if it does, whatever. I made it. Just adds character, that's what I think anyway. So those are the 2 crafts that I have started so far. There is actually another one on the horizon. Oh my word. So it's going to be 3 new crafts. Right, let me go get it and then I'll show you that one as well. Okay, so maybe like a couple of weeks ago I had somebody message me from a cartoon character called Miffy. Now I'll kind of recognise it, but I don't know. It does look very familiar to me, but I've not watched any, if it's like a show, I don't really know. I need to do a bit more research really. But they reached out to me and said, would you like to sample one of our craft kits during the month of January? And I was like, oh, what is it? And they said it's needle felting, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never do craft. I thought, well, I love fibre. I have loads of fibre out there because I've got like a second area in the conservatory where I do all my spinning. Loads of fibre. My daughter's just got into needle felting. She made me something actually, let me show you. She went a bit rogue with it, but she made me a little cat, a cat's head. There he is. But like, look, she even got the detail on the top of his head. I think that was a pretty good first effort. So she made me that. She's just turned 8. She was 7 when she made me that. So I was like, do you know what? Let's do it. I love fibre. I have never ever done needle felting. I can assure you 100% it's not going to look anything like Miffy. So I'll probably warn them about that, but that come a couple of days ago. So this is Miffy. Do you recognise Miffy? Because Miffy, I feel like I recognise Miffy. But yeah, anyway, needle felting. So I'm going to give that a go as well. Luckily, they just asked for one post, so I'm just going to do like a little unboxing post, I think, and then leisurely have a go at Miffy, because I don't think it's going to turn out anything like this. But then again, it might do. And then going on to this with needle felting and the punch needle, I have seen people incorporate both together. So I could have, like, for example, get some black fibre and I could have needle felted his hair. Things like that. I'm now like, when I saw that a few days ago, I was like, wow, okay, let's hope that I'm good at needle felting, because I definitely want to incorporate fibre into this as well. And I really want to have a go at doing this with my hand spun yarn, but I need to get some better punch needles. If any of you have made it this far to the video and you do punch needle, can you please recommend where you get your punch needles from? I'm after the chunky wooden ones. I'm not too fussed at the minute about like the loop size. I've seen quite a few reviews about the needle going like not staying right. I've got a brand new pencil case as well to put my punch needle stuff in. I've got yarn hanging off of it. But I did buy this one, Millwood's one, which said it was good for DK yarn. Well, I've been using acrylic at the minute because I have got loads of that. It wouldn't pull it through. So this needs to be more like sport weight 4-ply for me. So I was a little bit like, oh for God's sake. But I am looking for chunky, ones for chunky yarn, ones for Aran weight, that sort of thing. If you have any recommendations, please can you pop them in the comments for me? Because I'm looking and I'm not finding. So yeah, that's about it really. So also crochet. Probably like, so what where's the crochet? Crochet's still there, still love crochet. Sometimes it's just nice to have a little bit of a break though, isn't it? Recharge your batteries. I'd found like every night I used to crochet, every single night. Past 2 or 3 months I've not done it at all. I've just done a bit in the daytime, and then night time I've been doom scrolling on my phone because I just didn't feel like doing it in the evening. And that's really unlike me, to be honest, but I just went with it. That's how my body was feeling. It didn't want to do it in the evening. That's fair enough. But yeah, the punch needle, that's got me up till God knows what hours in the morning. I've been staying up late doing punch needle, but it's fun. It's giving me a spring in my step again, and yeah, it's fun. But the crochet's still there. I am literally now about to rework a pattern slightly. So I'm doing a crafty swap with the lovely Sarah from Atomic Fibre. I think that's what she's called, but we've connected on Instagram and she's lovely and I love what she produces. She works with fibre, she dyes fibre, dyes yarn, and she reached out and said, do you want to do a little craft swap? So she picked a couple of things for me to make for her, and one of them was the Free Spirit peaked cap. Now I love my Free Spirit peaked cap. I've got one up here actually. I said to her, yes, it fits a size 55 centimetre head circumference, and she said that hers was 57, and I know that this can run tight if your head is not 55 centimetres but above. It can come out a bit on the small side. So I reworked it and I used a thicker yarn and I went up her hook size. and oh my gosh, it came out so beautiful. I'm going to share it soon over on my socials, but I'm going to share it once I've reworked the pattern and changed it to add in the extra size. It just made it more looser fitting and roomy, and I used the most beautiful yarn. I can't wait to show you that. So I am literally now about to do that. I've got my yarn all set out here, some white and lots of colours. That's my plan for this afternoon. So I'm going to rework that pattern. I also have plans as well to write out the Good Vibes vest as well. And I don't know if any of you remember whether I do this one or not. I started a pattern ages and ages ago, and then we had half term and I didn't come back to it. That's the only thing, when I get stuck with pattern writing and then half term comes along, I can't do it when my kids are here. I literally can't do any pattern writing, and then I just lose momentum. It's so bad, I lose momentum on it. But where is it? Hang on. I've got a bit of a whip pile going on. You might recognise it. But like, the pattern's nearly done. I've just got to put it together and do the neckline. I don't know if you remember this little V-neck that I did in the summer. If I can find a picture, I'll stick it like over this side. But it's a V-neck, and I just did it and used up my scraps. And it is reversible, so you could have one colour one side and then change it the next day. And just turn it, well, not the next day, after you've washed it. Turn it around and wear it the different side. So that's nearly done. I should really get back onto that as well. That's what I'm thinking of doing, but who knows? Who knows? Like, I haven't got anything new lined up as of yet, and that's fine. Like, when something comes to me, I'm quite impulsive and I act on it. So if I get a crochet idea, no doubt I'll probably drop everything that I'm doing and start working on it. But right now, I'm just enjoying having a bit of fun. I'm going to rework a few patterns and bring them up to my regular style of writing. I really need to look at the 4K jumper and sort that one out a bit as well, because that was the second one that I did, and it can definitely be a lot better than what it is right now. I don't mind admitting that. So yeah, that's about it really. If you've watched this far, well done, because I have jibber jabbered on quite a bit. So that's about it. I better get on really and tidy up all this mess I've just created while chatting to you guys. Enjoy your day. I'll see you later. Bye.